As the sun started to set in Italy, the heat was on the drivers to produce the perfect lap. Kevin Magnussen locked up at turn 1 before later losing the rear of his car and clouting the wall at turn 7.
What's the situation, Kev?
I'm in the wall. Sorry.
He wasn't the only driver struggling in the conditions. Esteban Ocon rumbled through the gravel at turn 2, as did Sergio Perez in the dying moments of the session. Williams' new boy, Franco Colapinto, also found the limits as he locked up into the first chicane. Monza has been resurfaced for 2024 and the newly laid tarmac will likely have an impact on the drivers. The higher grip should see faster lap times, possibly at the expense of increased tyre graining come race day, with track temperature expected to exceed 50 degrees Celsius. George Russell was back in the hot seat after Andrea Kimi Antonelli's run in first practice. The Brit session was delayed as he waited for his W15 to be fixed after Antonelli's session-ending crash. And once out on track, the Mercedes man had issues of his own.
I've got something moving around in my cockpit.
Okay, copy that. Whereabouts in the cockpit is it?
I think it's a nut, which is just going to my seat, so I think it's okay.
Teammate Lewis Hamilton is a 5-time winner here. He will race in front of the Monza crowd for the first time since being announced as a Ferrari driver at the start of the season. The 7-time champ was also struggling for comfort.
That seat's so hot, mate.
Okay, roger.
Despite the heat, Hamilton would top the session with an impressive 1 minute 20.738, ahead of McLaren's Lando Norris and Ferrari's Carlos Sainz. The Spaniard will turn 30 on Sunday as he races in red for the final time in front of the Tifosi. Norris's dominant win from pole in Zandvoort ensured he was the first McLaren driver to do so since Hamilton did the same here in 2012. The victory allowed Norris to eat into Max Verstappen's lead at the top of the standings. And with McLaren's recent upgrades, Norris will have his eyes on a third victory of the season at a track where he came so close to winning in 2021, when he was beaten to the flag by then teammate Daniel Ricciardo. Norris ended the session just 0.03 of a second off Hamilton's session-topping time, and teammate Oscar Piastri was himself just 1/10 off in P4. So Hamilton leads the way from Norris, Sainz, Piastri and Charles Leclerc, P6 for Russell ahead of Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Alonso and Stroll. P11 for Valtteri Bottas from Magnussen, Alex Albon, Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. Yuki Tsunoda was 16th from Colapinto, Pierre Gasly, Esteban Ocon and Zhou Guanyu.